Hi, welcome to So Tina Gibbons. So I thought I would do sort of an impromptu little video to talk about So Tina Gibbons and detail exactly what we do. So I am an apparel designer and I started out very young. It was a very personal part of my personality. Even as a little kid, I would wear things, or I'd wear like pearls across my body, or I'd do crazy things. Um, but that's who I was. And as I grew up, I was always known as the girl that dressed differently. Um, to me, I wasn't dressing differently. I was just expressing my personality and who I am. Learned to sew at an early age. I'm a good sewer. I wouldn't say I'm amazing because I'm a little bit not of much of a perfectionist. I'm about the easy sew, stylish, lots of fabric. I love loose garments, and this has been my career. Although I started out in sales and marketing early on, and always wore my own things, and then kind of burned out, and I started a stationery company because I'm an artist, and I had a really good time with that. I was early 2000s and through 2014, and the stationery company was called Sideshow. So with Sitpay, I started designing textiles. I got a license with a big manufacturer. Um, it was called Westminster Fibers, owned by Coates and Clark, and then it went on to be Free Spirit. Um, and I designed, I think, for 12 years, something crazy like that. So it was for the quilting industry, and they were bright, colorful pieces of cloth that would be meant to be cut up and made into quilts. As an apparel designer, I was frustrated because I couldn't really use quilting cottons for my designs, what I could wear. But I did launch a few patterns in the early days, and that was just to like have a few patterns. I could do it, show off the fabrics, and was meant to be a marketing tool. However, someone came into my booth at Quilt Market and said to me, you should really do some linen pieces in your patterns. I'm sure they would sell. So I decided to try it, and that's it's that's the history. So we have over 150 published titles. Um, we have we have availability of printing and downloading. So we decided to print in-house. So from the beginning of time, um, the TG Studio has printed our pattern. We have printed them and hand folded the patterns from the get-go, and we're very proud of that. We are U.S. based. We print, we design, and we have our own photo studio now, a little bit down the passageway here. Um, and we're still getting resettled after being out for COVID because we did shut the studio down. We still operated, and we were folding patterns in my basement. I mean, to be truthful. We launched, and I don't have one in front of me, but we launched Sideshow magazine. Our customers purchase each and every pattern. Um, and so I wanted a way to offer, to remake the pattern by adding a sleeve and hacking it, if you will, but recreating a new garment out of the same pattern. And Sideshow's beautiful. It's offered as download, and we do have printed. And I thank all the people who have subscribed to Sideshow. We are working on Sideshow 7. We do have new patterns coming out, and one of them is the Rita, which is this one, and it's just a very simple, beautiful dress. And again, for our beginner sewers, our patterns are very simple. We show you how to put the sleeve in. It's minimal sewing. This one is a little different in that we added a front panel and we've cut out circles, so we show you in our instructions on how to do that kind of thing. Our patterns range from beginner to a little bit more advanced. But I will tell you, you could sew probably every single one as a beginner. We do have the workshops right now are book form. So you would download the booklet. You can actually purchase a printed booklet as well. And we do that through Blurb. And the workshops have just been, encouragement in color and choosing color and for your projects and how color reflects in your wardrobe. We've done a workshop on your body and measuring your body. So I would advise, if you're a beginner, to just work through those workshops. They are free with club membership, but we are making them available to the general public for a nominal fee. We're then going to continue on our next workshop, and I'm very happy about this. It's going to be a beginner workshop, and it's all about how to sew Tina Gibbons. And we're going to work through a number of patterns. It's an 8-week workshop, and basically I am showing you how to sew a what do you call it, like a capsule. It's a capsule wardrobe, and I'm very excited about that. And for all of you advanced sewers, you may be interested because it's really goes through each pattern in depth, and I talk about sewing and how joyful it is, and we go through the process of creating this capsule. Very simple designs, but a whole selection so that you could, if you're traveling, you could take the whole thing and have a whole wardrobe for your whole trip. Recently, good news, really interesting news. I designed textiles for the quilt industry, back into that, and that's another story. But I'm also designing these panels, and they're available on Spoonflower. And I instruct you to make sure that the art is 54 inches wide, and you're choosing the cloth here, the gauze and the cotton lawn are both 54 inches wide. And they make gorgeous garments. So I'm just actually going to start cutting one of these out. Make sure you wash this fabric. It's a tight woven lawn. I wish it was a little bit softer. It is soft on the body and it's very cool. This is my Mary Cooper Scots. It's a vintage image that I just love. It's so spectacular. And this one is very popular. We're getting so many people purchasing this piece. And one of the patterns that I suggest for this is actually the Macy. It's a simple piece, and it'll show the whole image. It's so beautiful. We're actually showing these as couture pieces because what we're doing, they're very beautiful, but like you see in this piece, we've added silk, and this pattern is going to be available very soon. It's very simple. Simple and large, oversized with the sleeve, and we've actually sewn little beads and patchwork and little threads down here and stitching. I believe we stitched the back one. We put our little label there, and then that one. I love that one. So we basically stitched around the little vintage image and let the threads hang. Knock them at the end. So, and this fabric is such a great dress. It's so bohemian. And this one is lace collage. So 54 inch wide, and you need 3 yards. So that's the actual design, and I want to share this with you, is 42 inches long by 54 inches wide. So you're going to basically cut the front and the back the same. Sometimes it's a little lower in the back. Depends how Spoonflower ships the actual printed piece. So we have lots on the go. I just wanted to connect and be serious a moment about what we do over here. We work hard, and so have a great day, and I hope you join me for the beginner workshop coming soon.